Alright, my friends, sorry for the longer break. I'm texting one of my singer friends about a gig that we have next week, so... let's see. Check solar power for Aquilo. I checked it the other day. It's terrible. Aquilo's low solar percentages imply that you need nuclear, but you've heard people doing it with just solar. Once the Volcanus truck arrives, it should do something cool. Whoa! The robots are doing something cool right now. What are the chances Rand comes back dressed as Lupin, the third character? Oh crap, I was gonna get the hat. Alright, let me go grab the hat. I forgot. I'll be right back. Sorry, chat. Alright, here we go. My favorite fedora. This is the closest I can be to full Breaking Bad mode. You did Aquilo with several heating powers and no nuclear. Well, we did set up the heating towers and... steam turbines. That was my plan for doing power on Aquilo. So the question is, do I want to try to set up a different type of power setup on this planet? I feel like actually one thing we need is we need more green belts. This guy stopped at Novus. It's waiting for fuel. I feel like we're using up all of the green belts. I think we need way more green belt delivery. I'm gonna actually change this to... let's double. Let's go 2K. I think everybody's using green belts for everything. It's more of a Trilby hat. Don't know what that means. But I would call this a fedora, is what I would call it. So Madman says setting up nuclear power on here. Nuclear power would be using what? A nuclear reactor? Oh my god, that seems way too complicated for this. Because you need to do nuclear reactor. How does... do we have nuclear power on Novus? I haven't done nuclear power this run, so I need to remind myself of how this even works. Yeah, it's nuclear reactor and heat exchangers and steam and... this is so complicated, man. You have to, or a giant solar farm. Landing pad is asking for like 5k green belts. Okay. Solar power in space is actually not that bad. It's 60% solar power in space. No, I mean, compared to the other planets, it is pretty bad. Everything else is 120% or more. So it's like half of Fulgora's solar power. Well, I'm probably going to do a huge solar thing on this thing, because I don't think I want to set up nuclear power on this guy. That's so complicated. That seems so freaking complicated to get solar power set up on a ship. Oh my god. What is the deal with all the hat pictures today? Trilby versus Fedora. Oh my god, they look almost exactly the same. Okay, I guess mine is a Trilby and not a Fedora. Because Trilby is like curved down at the front, Fedora's even all the way around. Okay, great. Landing pad is asking for 5k green belts. We have 18 in storage. Yeah, we need more, and it's this cargo thing that's bringing them. And like I said, I don't know where the Hermes is going. This Hermes is going to Gleba. The Hermes may need to be the one that goes to Volcanus to pick up a supply of green belts is what we might need, but I'm not going to worry about that. I'm going to try to focus on this. Because you said I might as well set up foundries for smelting. What would foundries for smelting look like? We actually do have calcite. We will have calcite available, so we could go molten iron. Interestingly enough. Do I want to do that? I shouldn't do it without nuclear, because foundries are power hungry. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I want to set that up. I'm just going to go with a crap ton of solar. Whoops. I'm just going to go with a crap ton of solar. Foundries are great because of all the productivity and bigger production speed, but without power, it sucks. Yeah, power in space seems like a major issue, so I don't really want to set up nuclear power. That sounds very complicated. Okay, so currently what I have, I think will work for what I have set up so far, I think. I just haven't set up... Oh, no, I did get the grinders. So... if I hit all X and do all this, what are our numbers looking like? Pretty good. We have a little bit of excess sulfur and carbon. So I will have to figure out deleting the excess stuff. Do I want to figure that out now? If the sulfur backs up, is that okay? It's on one side of the belt, so I think... no, it would back up to here. Thank you for the 100 bits, Fred. Thank you for wearing the hat. It does look comfy. It's very nice. Very nice. I feel like I look good in this hat, too. It also protects my head from the sun. I think I am going to have to get rid of excess stuff. How am I going to do that? Kind of don't want to worry about that yet. Although if I don't worry about it, that could be bad. Because if anything ever gets backed up, like if the coal gets backed up, we won't be making sulfur. If the sulfur gets backed up, we won't be making carbon. So I think what I'll need to do is... something like we just have the excess carbon, which will be here. Go get deleted. Can I delete this? I think what I just need to make sure I do is leave a belt that's for the excess. So let me just do that. For now, I'm just going to put this here. I'm going to do that. That's my thing that's going to delete excess. I might have to do something to figure out how I'm going to delete that excess. But for now, I'm going to do that. Let me figure out some turret placement now. So the nice thing about this build is I can have the turrets... and the asteroid collectors kind of be alternating, I think. So we start with... what's the range on the different turret types? Oh, wow. Okay, these guys have a huge range, but they don't hit stuff close to them. Interesting. But I want them to hit further out than the other turrets. Oh, that's crazy. All right, and then we do something like that. I don't know how many of these I'm going to need. I have no idea. I wonder if you can choose what they target. Yes, target priorities. Nice. So it's got to be all the big asteroids. Do I need to do... ignore unlisted targets? I think I do want to ignore unlisted targets. So we're not wasting rockets on the smaller guys. Although I'm unsure if... I better put Prometheum things. I don't know if they appear on the way there, but just in case. And then these guys... Wow, I didn't even know you could do priority targets. So priorities on these will be medium. Does it also need to shoot small? I think it does, right? Because I don't want it to shoot big ones because it'll be wasted. So I think that works. Nope, I did that wrong. Right click, left click. Did I do that right? Damn it. I overwrote the thing. For small, better to use laser. I don't have lasers. And if I'm gonna set up ammo, I mean, do I really want to do 3 different types of turrets? I'm already gonna have power issues. I don't think I want to use lasers because power issues. Except the Gleba science, the trains will move science in batches of 16K. Nice, good work, Vega. Yeah, with solar power, I don't think I can support lasers anyway. Okay. Do we think these will be enough collectors? How many collectors did you put on the Hermes? Wow, you made this ship so skinny. 2 in the front and then a bunch on the sides. Yeah. I cannot seem to figure out how to make something this skinny like you did. But I'm also not trying that hard, I guess. So... these have a really good range, though. You've been lurking, and at some point a hat appeared. Yep. And if I copy, it doesn't show me the radius on it. Okay. All right, where do I want this? God, this covers like half our ship. So if I have like just like one on each back corner, I hope that'll be enough. It's a nice hat, thank you. I always called it a something, and it's actually a something. I always called it a fedora, and it's actually a trilby. It's not a pork pie. That's something else. But it's the closest I have to a pork pie. So, okay. Which sounds like a really weird name for a hat, but there you go. Okay, so something like that. And then I want to get a couple of extra gun turrets. I'm hoping that's enough rocket turrets. 4 on the front, 2 in the back. Covers all our bases, I hope. And then we do something like... these have better coverage. I'm doing fewer turrets than I've done in the past, because it always feels like I have more than I need, but... I need a father for the cap. Don't know what that means. Maybe another rank of turrets for close quarters fighting. Well, that would be the laser turrets, which we are not doing because they are very power hungry. Alright, this will be the belt that has all the ammo for these guys. Alright, this may need to be extended, but... that's our ammo belt. That is also our asteroid delivery belt. And then I want to do this build to cover a bunch of our bases. So crap, that is not what we want. That is not what we want, because that's making things go onto the sides of belts we don't want to do that with. Control Z, Control Z. There, that should fix that issue, I hope. Feather. Feather for the cap. Oh! Okay, sorry. You know, I'm old. I can't read. Being old affects your reading ability. Did you know that? It's true. Look it up. Probably not true. I just made that up. Okay. Something like this. Like that. And something like that. Like that. Being old, you can still do the stupid thing, but a bit slower. I know. Okay. Alright, about there. Should hopefully get the coverage we need. Okay. What kind of coverage are we looking at? There's like a little bit of space between these two guys, but it's in the back, so I think it's fine. Some people get diabetes when they get old. Rand gets dyslexia. Sounds true, actually. True. Okay. So we grab carbonic off of here. Delete the stuff we don't need, which I'll have to figure that out. We grab iron off of here. Shouldn't need to delete anything out of that. And we're going to want to grab the 3 different kinds for... Now I think I might want to copy my fueling setup from this guy on the back of my ship. I think the back of my ship, this fueling setup, pretty happy with. Can I just copy... It's probably a way simpler way to do all this. Don't be like you, Fred. Early onset rigor mortis. Okay. There's so much going on here. I don't know that I really want to copy everything. I think I will copy this part of it. So this will be after we do all the filtering of stuff up there. This is our fuel production. Mr. Ramses, it all goes back to not being taught to read at a Missouri Bible College. Mama say, Mama gotta hurry. All right, so I'll be grabbing off of here like I was grabbing off of the sushi, the belt here. Somebody said we're going to have a lot more of a certain type of asteroid on the other planet. Or going out to Aquilo. Since it's way out in the middle of nowhere, I assume we have a lot more ice asteroids. So I probably need to have a lot more ice recycling is my guess. On this one I had... God, I don't know that I can copy everything here. I probably should just do this from scratch. So I'm doing 2 chemical plants for water on each side. I feel like I'm going to need more room, to be honest. Okay. This is going to be water from ice. And do 1 storage tank for these guys. Damn it, this is to be 1 space over. Right. There. I think it's mainly ice asteroids out there. Yeah. What happens when your ship can't make it through the asteroids? Do you get stranded in space and lose the run? If you're on the ship, you probably die and then respawn back on a planet. That's my guess. I haven't actually gotten completely stranded yet myself. I think it's mainly asteroids, which is technically good news for running reactors for the water. Yeah, I guess that's true. Okay. I had the ice on the outside. Yeah, I think I want the ice on the outside. I like having this separate. So the ice, because we're going to have... Oops. Actually might have the ice on the inside this time. Because one of these is going to get the calcite iron, and the other is going to get calcite carbon. Okay. That's going to be those guys. Ship loses engines or fuel and can't move. It gets slowly pulled back to the closest planet by gravity. There you go. There's your answer. Okay. Let's have a better output for the fuel than I had before, which would be something like... We're going out there. I feel like we should have extra. There we go. There's our fuel storage. Okay. All right, so now the grinding. The grinding is the really difficult part because we got to balance things. And we need a lot of recyclers for ice, I believe. How do I want to do this? Maybe I do... two for each type to start. So carbonic is Yes, this side. Carbonic here. No, this one. Actually, do I even want sulfur? Yes, I do need sulfur, don't I? No, do I only need sulfur up there? I think I only need sulfur up there. But the recipes... 1 carbonic asteroid for 5 carbon. 1 carbonic for 10 carbon. So, if I actually don't need sulfur down here... Do I need sulfur for something else down here, though? I don't. I actually don't know why I'm using sulfur on my other build, since I'm just deleting it anyway. It's fine. So, yeah, we don't do the sulfur build. I think we just, for this carbonic, do this. This. Let's see. Fuel fluids, engines, or fuel, gravity. Rand, may we up the amount of space science production? Yes, you can do that. I haven't touched that since I first made it, and I'm sure it's way behind. Please do, Vega. Please do. Which one is the closest to Aquilo? Gleba, because you think Rand would rather be lost in space forever. I think technically it's Fulgora, but they don't actually show orbits, so who even knows? This solar system is a lie, because it shows that they have orbits, but I don't think travel time ever changes between planets, which I assume means they're all moving at the same speed, which I'm pretty sure is physically impossible. But, you know, it's a video game. Who am I to judge? Okay, so we need iron, because we don't want to do copper. And then we do the ice, the normal ice ones. No, we do the ones with calcite in it. There. Okay. So. And these will be putting these back on. It's going to be on the wrong side. The asteroids need to be on the outside, so I actually think I need to do this on the other side of... If I put the asteroid back on there, it's going to go on the inside, which is... The inside is where our ammo is going. So again, I have to be very careful with this. Outside. We're putting it on the outside. So if I... do that. And then do this like this. That will put it on the outside, which is what we want. Okay. I have a twitch in my eye. What the hell? Lately, I've actually been having like a tooth pain, which sucks because I haven't been to the dentist in years, even though I feel like I'm pretty good about brushing my teeth and stuff. Tooth pain and me having to go to the dentist does not sound like a good time, so I really hope it's not something I'm going to need to go to the dentist for, which it probably will be. Maybe it's a Dyson Sphere Rand created in Dyson Sphere program. This whole system is synthetic, assembled in a giant Dyson Sphere from Dyson Sphere program. Nice, nice. I like it. So this guy will be just the metal ones. Copy that. I want to keep these even, actually, so out there, in there. That is ice asteroids. Nope, that didn't do what I wanted it to do. There. Okay. We all have a twitch in the eyes right now, because we're watching Twitch, lol. Well done, well done. Okay. So now the materials, I didn't want to do it this way because now the materials I need to get down to the other side of this belt, but that should be fine. Especially if I do like underground belt here to there. There to there. Approved. Madman, who gave you the, who gave you the right? Who gave you the right? So what we need is the carbonite, the calcite, to go with iron and carbon. So let me figure out how I want to do this. And then the ice needs to go down to the water production. Oh, crap. At the productuin, don't know what that means, we are currently having with science, oh, the production, I assume, rate, will only take a cool 3.5 hours until we can fill a train. Okay. Cool. I'm going to want coal out of these guys. No, that didn't work. Where are Shogi or Paiboy when you need the official seal of approval? Shogi's probably AFK in chat somewhere, is my guess. Okay, so let's do... This will be the calcite. Calcite will need to go to the right. The ice will need to go to the left. So let's do... This guy here. This guy here. This ice goes around this way. Calcite goes around this way. And... I think there's a better way to do this. Because all of the iron and all of the calcite are each going to similar places. So I think I should actually do one of these guys next to each of one of these guys. So I need to change this all around. Madman, you have your own seal of approval. It might have less authority, but it looks better. Okay. I think what I want to do is... Yes, 2 irons on the 2 ice guys in the middle. So I'm going to go like this. Do that. These will be the iron guys. Iron asteroids. There you are. And that shift right, left, left, left. And then this should be, instead of this, it should be iron. Okay. All right, so now I can change belts out a little bit here. Because now what we want is, yeah, I want to swap these guys out. That was probably a better way to do that, but that's fine. Alright, so the calcite will go with the iron. And then this calcite will go with the coal. And hopefully they'll be evenly calculated or something. And actually, I think I want to move these guys one space up because I need room here. So the ice will be going from here down. Man, I don't know the range on this. Does it tell me how many spaces across it goes? It doesn't really tell me. Okay, that's fine. This is going to be ice, which we should be able to bring in the middle here. It's going the wrong way. There we go. There. And there. I'll have to deal with like the overflow like we did in the other one, but it's fine. And that will do the that will not be calcite. That will just be ice. Ice, ice baby is what that will be. Does that reach? Okay, it doesn't reach. I need it to be one more space there. There we go. Okay. Imagine you are a lump of metal rolling down a conveyor belt. A massive die drops on you and you're stamped into a shiny, perfect coin. Are you moved and impressed? You see, it's funny because to be impressed is to find something very worthy of praise, but also if you impress something, it's like how you stamp something. Great, great, wonderful, amazing. All right, so now I need to figure this out. So that'll be on the far side. And then those two will be on the close side. Iron close. Carbonite on the far side. Yes, that should work. And then hopefully I have the right thing. That's iron and carbonite it needs. Beautiful. I'm sure Shogi would approve that if he was here. Also, with moved, there's also a joke in there. I know. I'm not doing any more. I'm not doing any ransplaining right now. Anymore. That's all. That's all I got. That's all I got right now. Far side, close side. And I'm not even up for the Arnold ransplaining right now. Just not up for it. Okay. I have to think too hard to make my build work here. So, okay. I think that's good. Now the issue is if we don't have enough asteroids of the different types, which we won't, there's going to be an issue. And having underground belts splits these all up, so I think this one long belt here outside of this, if like, let me check something. If I do a combinator here, why is there one belt going the wrong direction? It's weird. So if I do that, hold all belts. Read, hold all belts. Yeah, okay. So that, oh, it does get the underground belts. It's only splitters that section it off. Okay. So no splitters on this belt means we're good. Okay, that's actually great. That's actually great. Okay, so I don't need this yet. What do you call a potato on a carousel? A rotato. That's Not even a real word. He just ransplained, not ransplaining. You call that taters, precious. Okay. What I think I need now is recycling of the different metal types, and I need to do a lot of extra crushers of the ice variety. Crushers, recyclers of the ice variety. So let's do like 4 of ice and 1 of each of the other kind. So recycling ice into the other things. That's not it. What am I doing? Asteroid reprocessing of ice. And then we do 1 for carbonic and 1 for iron. Or metallic, I guess it is. And so what we want is... Am I going to have enough space for the combinators we need here? Yes, because I should only need 1 combinator for all the ice boys. Okay. All right, and so if I'm... I don't know how many I'm going to want on this. Actually, you did a single combinator that reads each, if less than 240, each does not equal firearm. I want to do it not equal firearm or rockets. I might need to do a separate one for a rocket. So this is a much simpler way of... What does this do? Output specified signal. Is this affecting what these guys even do? Only a decider combinator and a constant combinator. Oh god, okay. Who is a celebrity always ready for ice cream? Reese with her spoon. Okay, that's pretty funny. Reese with her spoon. I haven't heard that one before. The collectors are set to set recipe. You mean set filters. So they will only grab the thing that they need. Do I want that? Because you don't... Do you have any recycling going on? You don't have any recycling going on, so... I don't know that I want to do the same thing you're doing. Because with recycling, I want lots of asteroids. And then I want to turn them into the asteroids I want, I think. You have 1 crusher doing reprocessing near the bottom. Is it this guy? You have 3 decider combinators into a selector combinator. Wow, so... You're doing a similar thing to me, what I did on the belts earlier. Keeping each one at 100, I guess, huh? Wow. I don't know if I want to copy that or not. I kind of want to do what I'm used to, because I know how it works. The only issue is I don't know how many asteroids of each type I want to keep on the belt. I think I am going to do it the way that I'm used to. Since I understand it. Will that copy to all of those if I do that? I think it will. So if I say... So for this one is the ice one. If ice greater than 100 and ice greater than metallic and ice greater than carbonic. Give us a check mark. 1. And these guys enable if check mark greater than 0. Does that work? Looks like that's working, I think. You think of Mass Effect when thinking of collectors. True, true. Man, Mass Effect. One of the great games of all time. Such a great game. One of the games of all time. Alright, so this is carbonic. Greater than 100. And, whoops. Carbonic. Carbonic. Metallic. Ice. 1. Check mark. And if check mark greater than 0. There we go. Mass Effect's one of your favorite trilogies. Such a great game. From way back in the day. Iron. Does it ever make you feel old thinking about the games you used to play that are 20 years old or something? Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? Carbonic. Ice. 1. Check mark. And check mark greater than 0. Okay, so that'll set up to hopefully recycle a lot of ice into not ice, which I need to input, output, and we want only ice in, but we want everything else out, so no filters on that. So copy. There. And then we do this, except this needs to be metallic. And you need to be carbonic. But here we are 0 years old, though. Yeah, we're all, like, explaining like I'm 0. Okay. So there's some recycling going on. We need our rocket fuel distribution, which I can probably copy from my last build, actually. I think I actually do copy this build. Well, there's all so much other junk on it. Maybe I don't. But I probably will use a similar number of rockets. So. Let's see here. So, you're going to be a rocket fuel. You're going to be the other stuff. Randy, did you know in Afghanistan, snow is not a problem, but ice is? Wow, okay. Okay, well done, well done. So I cannot connect the middle one, so I had to leave space. I had to leave space for, how much space did I leave? 4 space was plenty, I think. Almost a political joke, but I guess I'll allow it. Although, Shogi's the one who'd have to really allow it. After the latest Dragon Age game, you're even looking forward to a new Mass Effect title? Looks like EA has allowed BioWare to go back to their old form. That sounds like a little bit of copium, but I hope you're right. I hope so. I hope you're right. And let me do just that and that. Like, did you hear? Blizzard is making a new game, and they're gonna be like the Blizzard of old, because their producer said they could. I'll believe that when I see it. You want to see trains rolling, so let's just set the amount to provide material down. It won't work, but details. I guess, are you working on this down here? Working on all this stuff. A lot of this is going to turn into junk, but hey, at least it's probably flowing pretty quickly, the science pack, so that's nice. Blizzard, they're still a thing? I know. You want them to be gone, but no, they're still around. They're still around. Well, maybe we don't want them to be gone. Maybe we want them to be not terrible, but, you know, that's not likely to happen. Okay, so this is the fire stuff. Goes there. Ice stuff, and then we need the ice stuff go there, and this stuff to go there. So we want to do something like I think this is going to be the closest I can do to a balanced thing here. And this will work? Yeah, I think if we go around this way. Problem here is that's going to connect. Okay, actually it can go like this. There we go. Close to being synergistic, or whatever the word I'm trying to think of is. Close. Can I actually do one of these here? I could. And that'll just connect. Cool. How did I miss that before? Because that gets red from this side and blue from this side. One extra engine. That's a cool looking rocket engine build, I feel like. I think that works. Yes, Active Blizzard is what it's called now. It's not really Blizzard, it's Active Blizzard. Veilguard is far from the cluster F that Anthem was and had good characters and storytelling, in your humble opinion, huh? I haven't played any of those, but I do know Anthem had kind of a bad rap from what I heard. Probably helps that SWTOR is now maintained by a different studio and that BioWare Austin now helps make the Dragon Age and Mass Effect games. Okay. Alright, how are we doing? Do I have everything I need? Except power, I think this might be everything? No, I need inputs for my turrets. I need inputs for turrets. And I shouldn't need to put filters on these guys. Oh, I thought I put more of these next to each other. I guess I did not. I did up here, though. Okay. Start putting some solar panels. That'll get this thing spinning up here. All right. And I'm going to be putting solar panels like all over the place, but just to get a couple going. This isn't going to be actually perfectly balanced as all things should be because of where things are, but that's okay. Just going to fit these everywhere we can. because of how power starved this thing will probably be. Oh, there's... Oh, I'm glad I left this here because I forgot water. Crap. I need to get water from down here up to there. Look at all them solar panels. Look at all those solar panels, do. Okay, I think we can do something here. Do. Oh, this little empty space I left. It's not quite working. Can I swap these out? Let me see here. Will that work? And that lets me do an underground belt for this thing? I think so. I just need you. Now I don't know that this is going to be going the right direction, though. Do something else to figure this out. Let's see. Veilgar's such a spectacular cluster effery. Anthem must be complete garbage then. That's a marginally bumpy start. Let's see if it works. Okay, I think y'all are talking to each other. It's like those guys who yell shields up right before they get murdered in the Trade Federation ship hangar in episode 1. What? Notice you don't have nuclear reactors on your Aquilo ship. Nope. I'm not doing it because it looked very, very difficult to set up. So, I think I'm going to have to remove some... Just got to remove one of these guys to make this work. Maybe it's me being lazy, but I think it'll be very difficult to get that going. Actually, it'll be a shorter pipe if I don't do it here. Madman suggested it, and then I started looking at what it would take, and I thought, no. Gonna just say nope on that. Frickin' frack, are you kidding me? 1 over I could do with an underground belt. Using up valuable real estate for solar panels by doing this. There. That'll be the water for this guy, and hopefully it's enough water. Let me... Alt-X. I do not think that's enough water. Okay, maybe I undo all that and have a guy specifically for water right next to him, actually. Because if I were to do Alt-X here, it's not even enough water for all this. Okay, let me undo all this then. I think I need a dedicated water supply for our guy up here, which is not too bad. All I gotta do is grab some ice and off our belt here. No, I need to do a grinder. God damn it. Now you only need to spaghetti your way to victory. I'm having there's like 4 different conversations in chat. You're talking about Veilguards. Don't know anything about that. You must not depart me out. You're going to search for fossils in the creek. Oh, that sounds fun. Have a good one. Enjoy that. Okay, how am I going to grind up some ice? I guess I can just do, yeah, the basic grinder guy here. If I just do just a basic ice grinder. Whoops. Just do this basic thing. And we copy paste this. And then we have only ice brought out. There. Put that directly into a guy making water. And then there we go. Something simple. Oh, because there are multiple things that needed water. Is this enough water for even that? It's not. Alt-X is what I meant to press. That has extra water. Okay. So maybe I take this excess water and bring it down here to supplement if I don't have enough water down here, which I think... Yeah, we actually don't have enough water there, so let's do that. Let's supplement this water down here. It's going to take away space from a lot of solar panels, potentially, though. It's okay. We'll build up if we need to for more solar panels. Yeah, that will help supplement. Well, there's water on both sides, so I guess we can supplement on both sides by doing this. Okay. Let's fill out some space here. Which is going to be all solar panels, because I know solar power is not great out on Aquilo, however the hell you say that's that I keep mispronouncing it. But setting up nuclear power on a space station is something I'll eventually need to do that I'm avoiding messing with right now. All right, how are we doing? We are smelting some iron. Not nearly fast enough, I guess. And we are making coal, which means we are making explosives. Okay, so this is working slowly. We don't have a lot of asteroids we're working with yet. Now this is what I was worried about. We're gonna have this belt full of ammo and not enough rockets. So I need to shut off ammo production when we don't have enough rockets, I think. So I think we're going to need to, like, read the belt and figure out numbers on how much ammo versus how many rockets. How can I figure out how long a belt is? If I click on this, does it tell me how long the belt is? Keep the ammo and rockets on either side, it wouldn't be an issue. Yeah, but then I'd have to completely redesign everything, Kenzo. I don't know if you were here at the beginning of the build, but the entire design of this build is based around asteroids on one side, ammo on the other. So let me think about this. Yes, I'm doing a sushi belt with asteroids on one side. You can see asteroid come in on this side, we keep it out there, and then we do the ammo the other way. It simplified a lot of things, like feeding the ammo and other stuff. You don't recommend that. Too late. I've worked on this for 2 hours. I'm not changing the build that other people did recommend. I'm not changing it. But I think I can fix it, though. All I have to do is tell these guys to stop making... I counted stuff by having ammo go into here. I have a way to do that. Connect wire to the belt, select the belt, and enable read all hold. Wait, this is actually supposed to be read. hold all belts. I didn't do that right, I think. If I do hold, will it tell me? I don't know. This is connected to all of these guys, which is our recycling setup, which isn't actually running yet. Why is that? Oh, I need to look at the decider combinator. So I currently have 230 firearm magazines on here. Okay, I think what I need to do is I think I need to have this belt come by here. I need to deposit rockets and ammo into here. And I need to tell a combinator to see how much ammo is in storage and stop making if there's a certain number, I think. Hermes is bringing 4K turbo belts to Novus. Thank you, Kenzo. That's awesome. I think it's the Roman god of... Aquilo, you think is a Roman god of wind. Okay, cool. Is that what I want to do? Because normally we don't leave a place until we have enough ammo, and I don't currently have a way to set up to read that. So I think I do... I actually want to be able to pull rockets and ammo off of this, so I can count it in my storage for lifting off or leaving purposes. And I can also use that counting to turn on and off our ammo production, I think. No, not that. And so we... how did I do it on here? Let me remind myself how I did this. So we put it in here if we're less than a certain number, but we're always taking it out. I don't think I want to... I think I don't always take this out, actually. I think I have to do something slightly different for two different ammo types on the same belt. Maybe I don't want to read the ammo the same way, actually. Because I've been using, what I've been doing on past rockets, I've been using the Space Platform Hub as a storage device for extra ammo. I think I do want to do that. But how do I keep from completely overflowing my belt with one ammo type? How do I keep that from happening? What's the speed that they make? Yeah, we're making the ammo twice as fast. Which I did on purpose, and now I'm wondering if maybe I shouldn't have made the ammo twice as fast. If I have the ammo making at the same speed as the rockets, then they'll still get unbalanced by how quickly it's being used up, though, is the thing. Alright, let me let this mull over my head while I need to get some inputs on some of these guys that aren't receiving their ammo. Mull this over in my head. Only way to do what you just described would be using filtered inserters. Filtered inserters. So I could use So if I put an inserter right here with a combinator counting what's on here, it would insert what I want. I think that would work, right? I think that might be what you're talking about. Let me look at this real quick. If I were to do let's read all belts, hold all belts. So we would want ammo and rockets to be a same number. Set the filter of the inserter based on what the sushi belt has. Okay, that's different than what I was thinking about. Read the filters. I'm not sure how to do that. It is reading the 3 items, but is it reading them? Kenzo, if you have a suggestion, I need you to like type it all out in one suggestion, because putting it in little chunks always just confuses me more than helps me. Because what I'm thinking I need to do is something like a decider combinator that says, I'll put a signal based on how many of each item it is. So at the inserter, do set filters, input any wildcard. Okay, so this is using the combinator. Wildcard is anything, right? Input wildcard. Output wildcard. Less than some amount, output any wildcard. You meant each. Each, okay. Yeah, we're using asteroids on one side of the belt and ammo on the other side of the belt. That's okay, that's okay. I got you. So if wildcard is less than, let's say we want 200. If it's less than 200, it's going to try to put all these things. Currently there's... Is this going to work if there's nothing? If, like, I want rockets. And this is set filters. What is this going to do? It's not putting rockets on the belt. I don't want this to not work if it's completely missing rockets or ammo. Is there a way to do that? You want to have a constant combinator connect to the input of the decider. Okay, I've never done that before. Let's just we're learning more. Constant combinator, you say. Oops. Q. You suggest one combinator decide when to put rockets on the belt, when to put ammo on the belt. Just outputting one of each ammo and rocket. Okay. What is that? That is a constant combinator connect to the input of the decider, outputting one of each ammo. Okay. Well, I'm going to try the constant combinator approach because I've never done that before. So I assume I need a green, or I guess we'll just go like push a red wire here to here. And what? We want... Is it this? Is it just that? Is that telling it to put one on there? Is that how this works? My worry about that is will it keep telling it to put out one even if Even if this guy says we're over the 200 mark? I guess I'll find out. Well, I can't do it yet until the combinator's here. But I don't want it to keep putting 1. If we're at the number that we are at. The decider will decide when to put it. Okay, so that should be fine. Do we have decider combinators? I don't know that we have those automated on Novus, do we? Let me make that real quick. Okay. All right, that should hopefully come up here eventually. All right, let me work on other stuff while I'm waiting for that. So now I shouldn't need to worry about, do I want to have ammo in storage? I feel like I should still want to have ammo in storage. The problem is, though, I don't know that I can control how much. Can I control when I take ammo out of storage? The constant combinator is there to output a signal for both ammo and rocket, even when the belt doesn't have any. The big sushi belt serves as my ammo buffer. Yeah, but on my previous builds, I've had more of an ammo buffer by putting it in giggity, putting ammo in here for more storage. So I guess I'm just not going to do that this time. Which means I'll have more space for solar panels, at least. Okay. This is supposed to be plugged in here, isn't it? Yes, and I unplugged it at some point. There we go. Supply extra water. How's our fuel doing? We have no fire. Because we have no... this stuff. Because we're not getting any ice asteroids. Because this one's stealing all the ice asteroids. Well, it'll only do that until this is full, I guess, and then it'll stop. I was actually a little worried about that, having these, one will take away from the other, rather than splitting or whatever, but mainly because we just don't have enough ice asteroids right now, which we will eventually start recycling once we hit over 100 of the metallic. We'll start recycling those. Okay. Okay, so I actually think this is done once we get the decider combinator up here to get the ammo going. So I'm just going to start spamming power. Spam the power things everywhere we can fit them. And then we'll add more space to get even more. I can always delete some of these if I need to. For more space for things. Do you use efficiency modules on your ship? I haven't. I have used speed modules in the past, though. I actually do need to... I should think about modulating these things. Usually I just speed module everything. Is there a min-max module setup for like grinders and other things? I assume we just want speed modules and grinders because the two spaces. Because efficiency module is to reduce power. But lower speed, is that how it works? Productivity creates extra, but uses extra energy and reduce speed. Efficiency just decreases machine energy consumption. Oh, I should put this in everything, shouldn't I? I should just efficiency module this entire ship because of power issues. Well, I guess the question is going to be, will the amount of solar panels I can place make up for the fact that we'll be going to Aquilo? But it's probably worth doing efficiency modules. But I will be able to fit a lot of solar panels. The back of my ship is not super well protected, actually. I had this... well, is this... Do I need better protection on the back of my ship? I have rockets that cover part of it. I'm worried about the back of my ship getting blasted on Aquilo. How often do asteroids come in from the side on Aquilo, I guess would be the question. Never? Often? Rarely? Do we know? Alright, decider combinators here. So now let's see if this will work. It should not put any more... No! It's on the wrong side of the belt! Oh, on the wrong side of the belt. Okay. Crap, I'm gonna have to... Ah, Jesus. I needed to move this all down like one space. Okay. Alright, now I need to get all these rockets off the wrong side of the belt here. Is it only rockets? I feel like it might actually be ammo got on the wrong... Well, hopefully it used them all up. Hopefully... Let me... No, there's a bunch of them there. Okay, there's rockets and ammo on the wrong side of the belt. Alright, let me really quickly feed this back in then. Okay, so I want to get these off of here. This is gonna mess up everything, isn't it? Ah, Jesus. They'll eventually clear on their own. Yeah, it's probably fine, I guess. I guess it's fine. Okay, so it's only feeding rockets right now because that's what we're missing. Beautiful. Oh, that's great. Okay, that should do what we want it to do. Once we hit 200, it'll stop sending rockets there. Okay. Okay, alright, hopefully that's fine. There's a lot of ammo, less rockets on the belt. Alright, now I need to decide, do I extend my sushi belt down here because I'm worried about getting hit by things down here. I am kind of worried about getting hit. If I had one more rocket down here and a couple more regular gun turrets, I think we'd have our coverage. So let me do that. That'll require me to go down here, back up, then down here, and then back up. I think I do have to do this. Alright, so let me set this up. So the belt will come back up here. And let me figure out the coverage we need for these guys. So your coverage is down to about here. As long as I cover the back of the ship. That should be good. Okay. And then these guys. Cover the back of the ship there. Okay, good. I can mirror this. Let me mirror this by figuring out where the belts need to go. Right there. 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 This should hopefully fix this. And hopefully have coverage everywhere we need it. There's some wrong direction belts here. There we go. Okay. And let's get these guys filled in. Trying to keep this even here. And this will go up. And then we fill this in. Thank you all for working on all the research stuff. I know I'm not like paying attention to half the stuff going on the server, but you know, I'm a very focus on one thing kind of player. Okay. All right, so I'll need to get inserters. You. Okay. And oh crap, things are going on the single side now. All right, hopefully eventually all the stuff that I'm screwing up will get sorted out as we use up asteroids and ammo and everything. There. Because now the asteroids and ammo are all mixed up. But it should get cleared out, I hope. I hope, anyway. Okay. Okay, what is our sushi belt looking like? 183 metallic asteroids. We should be recycling those, right? Sending out a green signal. I think it's the belt is filled. Why aren't you outputting that? Wait, it has a thing and it's not recycling. Oh crap, I don't actually want... This is supposed to go to... Wait, shouldn't these be going? It should be recycling because it's receiving a green signal. Why are you not recycling? Green signal 1. Check mark greater than 0. Enable. What's up, Omnio? Oh, do I have the wrong thing? No, it's recycling. Maybe I had the wrong recipe. No, it's sitting there and not recycling. Why are you not recycling? If check mark is greater than 0. Check mark should be outputting a 1 because we have over 100 asteroids of that type. Turn this entity on only when the condition is true. Condition of check mark greater than 0 is true. Why is it not working? This is reading everything correctly and it's outputting a 1. Not all condition. Oh, do I have it on and? It's supposed to be or. It's supposed to be or and. No, all conditions are. There's more than 100. Ah, greater than. There it is. There it is. I didn't change the greater thans. I probably missed that on all 3 of these, didn't I? No, I did the ice one right. There it is. Thank you, Omnio. I could not. There's so many little tiny things if you don't do it right. I have a lot of iron asteroids on the wrong part of the thing here. Wrong side of the belt. I hope those get cleared out eventually. I think they should. This should start recycling them and fix that, I hope. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Omnio. Omnio shows up to chat, saves the day. Alright, we're still having issues with not having calcite. So, I wonder if I need to change something here so it's balanced. Because basically this guy's getting all the ice asteroids before this guy can get any, and we're getting plenty of oxidizer, but not the actual fuel. Is there a way to even this out? Probably something like only turn on this guy if oxidizer is more than fuel or something. Or I'm just patient until we get a bunch more ice asteroids and it'll be fine. Every time there's a problem, I'm trying to, like, kind of use logic to fix it. Which I feel like is a good habit, but sometimes I feel like it's slowing me down getting other stuff done, but it's fine. Because I don't even think, even once I get this ready, that I should probably head to Aquilo yet. But it is an issue that I'm not getting any calcite for my fuel. And I'm trying to figure out how I fix that issue. Is there something I can do where we count the storage of oxidizer or fuel and say one is turned on when we are missing the other? I don't know if that will work. Partial solution is productivity. Well, okay, I did want to... I keep getting distracted. I did want to send up efficiency modules, actually. Keep getting distracted. I need to place more. Because power is going to be the thing I think will be our main issue on this thing. We'll keep fitting in the solar panels where I can. Reactorless, yes. Apparently using fusion reactors is what everybody does, because you're the second person, maybe third person, to say, no reactor, question mark? So, I guess it's pretty common going to Aquilo to use, I assume, some sort of fusion reactor build. Hoping we'll have enough solar panels. Whoops. That going reactorless won't destroy us. Okay. All right. How are we doing on ammo, by the way? Still need more rockets. Are they being made? Missing explosives because coal, because carbon, because sulfur is backed up. I knew this was going to be an issue. Okay. All right, I need to fix this issue. This was going to be set up right here for deleting coal and carbon, keeping this balanced. So sulfur. We want to pull sulfur off if these guys aren't running. Can I do that? Trying to delete the little... Come on. Oh, look at... I need to delete little space right here. There. Perhaps pull from the end of the sulfur belt. Yeah, it's out in the middle of nowhere, though. Just to keep this running. Okay, it's running now. I want to activate this if these are not running. I think there's a way to do that. Is that correct? If I... If machine is not running, is there a way to do that? Read working. Read working. So if read working, control signal. Okay, I think there's a way to do this. You were thinking of pulling, there's too much... You think of pulling if there's too much sulfur on the belt. Yeah. How would I pull from here? I'm doing logic. I'm doing it my way. I'm doing it logic. Is Volcanus science ship idle for purpose? Not that I know of, Rinko. You can fix it if you need to. I want to fix it with logic. To learn logic better. So. Condition. So we're reading... I should be getting a signal of this working. So if is working, send out a check mark. I think I need one for each of these. Like maybe I do red signal, green signal. This is my excuse to learn how to use logic better. Blue signal. So if I'm understanding correctly, if these are working, I should be getting a red, blue, and green signal. Yes. So, if red is equals 0. I think if any of them stop working. Is that right? You want and or. Green equals 0. Or blue equals 0. Yes, I think if any of these are not working, I want to empty the sulfur. Send out a check mark. And this, enable disable if check mark greater than 0. And once this machine turns back on, it should stop. Beautiful. I think. They're working? Although if they're not working, it could be because they don't have an asteroid too. Man, it probably is just better to have it pull from the end if there's too much. Will I have the same issue though? Because it'll be sitting there. This kind of works. Advanced carbonic crushing produces 2 sulfur and 5 carbon. Coal synthesis uses 1 sulfur and 5 carbon. Explosives uses 1 sulfur and 1 coal. The ratio is perfect if you use all core for if all you use coal for is explosives. No need for circuit logics. Well, if it's perfect, then why am I banking extra sulfur? Because anytime anything backs up, it's going to back up. I think the answer might be if these guys aren't working, these guys should not work. Maybe that's the answer. I need to stop making stuff if my explosives are backed up. Is it backing up, though? Yes, my explosives are backed up. Because our rockets are backed up. So if our rockets are backed up, our explosives are backed up, which causes our sulfur to back up. You think what Kenzo said is only true when you have fairly large belt buffers. We don't have a huge amount of belt buffers here. So right now it feels like I'm kind of wasting carbonic asteroids. Because I'm just turning into sulfur and chunking it out. I feel like what I need to do is say these guys should stop working. I should stop making these materials if I'm backed up on explosives. I don't want to waste carbonic asteroids because I also need them down here for carbon. Although it's not doing anything now because I don't have... Still don't have the... this stuff. Calcite. Is that what I want to do? If these guys are backed up, we stop eating these things up. I think I do want to do that. So that would be, let me get rid of this. Read working. Read working. So I should be outputting a red or blue signal. Actually not. I think what I have right now looks fine. If it backs up, it won't back up all the way to the sushi belt if that's what I'm worried about. No, I'm worried about... What I had was doing woodwork, but the problem that I didn't like was that I was just chewing up carbonic asteroids and then throwing out into space, and I don't like that. I don't want to waste carbonic asteroids when I could be recycling them into... Like, I'm missing ice asteroids, or if I'm missing iron asteroids. Just deleting materials I do not like. 1 coal synthesis into 2 explosives is the right ratio. Good. I did do the math on that earlier, so I'm glad to know I was doing the math right. So what I think I want is if... If we receive a signal of red or blue, do I want both of? Do I want to stop this only if they both stop working? Why am I throwing carbon away? Because my math showed that extra carbon was being used. Damn it. Plus 30 carbon. Also says plus 12 sulfur. Basically, I have to throw away... I got to keep these things balanced. Like right now, it's going to stop making coal because now it can't get sulfur because I'm not deleting the sulfur now. Like, if you keep everything, the ratios would work out and you won't have any backups. All right. Let's see if you're right about that. Although it's... I don't know if that's true for now or not because everything's backed up, though. Yeah, I'm trying to not starve myself with carbon asteroids. Trust me, if you don't throw away carbon, your build is good. The rate calculator is misleading in this case, since you're overproducing carbon and sulfur. Okay. Yeah, okay, I think this is fine. All right, let me see if I can figure out this thing to stop these guys when these guys aren't working. So, we have a red and a blue signal. If both stop working, send out a check mark. And what we want is if check mark... I actually kind of want this to be an inverted thing, so these are not sending a signal. That means they're off. So I want these guys to be off. So if check mark is available, if it's less than 0... I can't think. I'm inverting and inverting. Maybe only feed the crusher if there are enough carbon asteroids on the belt. No, stop telling me other things to do. Help me do the way I want to do it, or stop. If you give me other suggestions, my brain's exploding. All right, so I currently have a signal. Wait, why do I have a signal? No, these don't need to read work. I don't need these to read working anymore. Pretty sure the recipes have these ratios as intended by the devs to make everything easy. Okay. Well, I'm overcomplicating it. So either help me overcomplicate it or... I don't know. Well, I don't want to waste asteroids. That's what I'm trying to avoid doing. But now we have carbon backed up because the ratios aren't perfect. Damn it, I'm trying to do two different things at the same time. Ugh. See, I now don't have sulfur. For some reason. But maybe it's because they stopped working. I don't effing know. How do I fix this shit first? How do I make it so that when these stop... These stop. Is it working? Because they're stopped. They're pretty much only stopped because they're backed up, though. I don't want these... to be backed up. Okay, it stopped. I think that's correct. Check mark less than 0. Check mark less than 0. So now what I want to see is if these things pick up back up, will these turn on? And will things balance out? Because I'm worried it's not going to balance out right now. Are the signals -1 when they're not working? When the control signal is Not working, it's sending no signal. So I guess that's a... Should that be a 0? Should be equal 0? It's probably equal 0. Okay, so... Yeah, so that's equal 0. So it's telling this thing it's not working. Send out a green check mark. Green check mark says something. I think my worry for wasting asteroids is unfounded. Asteroids are abundant when you venture away from Novus. You don't have to worry about running out. I don't care. I don't care if it's not a worry later. It's a worry now, and I want to fix it now. And also, I'm trying to learn... Again, anytime there's a problem, I'm trying to fix it with automation or logic so I can understand the logic. So, can you help me understand the logic and complete this rather than telling me I don't need to do this? What do I need? I need... If the check mark equals 1, it'll turn on, I think. If I have it greater than 0, it turns on. Which is, I don't think, what I want. My green wires from the crusher are connected to the outputs instead of the inputs. Are they? That's the output, and that's the input. Am I crazy? That's the input. That's the output. I'm pretty sure that's incorrect. I'm pretty sure we're connected to the output. These shouldn't be working. How do we define minimite? That's not a word that I know of. Wasting asteroids. I don't understand. What? See, I'm trying to understand this. And my brain is getting fried. Do I need like a signal inverter? Is that a thing? What do I intend to do here? I'll try to tell you again. What I've been trying to do is when these machines aren't working, I want these machines not to work. When these machines are backed up, I don't want asteroids getting ground. So I'm trying to send a signal to tell these to not work unless these are on. Sorry, we're having so many different conversations in chat. I feel like I'm trying to explain what I want to happen, and then people are telling me, just do this. So can you tell me how to do what I'm trying to do? If these machines are off, I currently have it set to read working, and it's sending out a signal. Why don't we just turn off the inserters? We could do that. I feel like what my issue right now is I'm trying to send a negative signal, and I'm getting confused by it. If that's the correct answer, machines not working is the same as backed up. I think so. If this isn't doing anything, I don't know. Maybe you all need to tell me how to do it differently, because my brain is fried. I've been at this 4 hours, and logic kills my brain every time. Explosives are currently saying they are not working. So what are the crushers reading? The crushers should be reading a green signal. This is sending out a green signal, I think. So I'm trying to say when these guys are not working because explosives are backed up, we don't crush things. So you are telling that they are not working and the crushers have if they are. I think you missed a noun or a verb or something there. If we count the amount of explosives in the chem plants, and if it's above a certain amount, we can say the machine is backed up. Okay. So should I do read ingredients or something? They can be not working while A being full, B being empty. Do I care about the difference? I don't know. My crushers would have to have different than one for not to work if the explosives are not working either. Okay, what I think I want is read contents rather than read working. I don't know. It's break time. You all discuss if you can figure out what I want and how to achieve it. I need a break. My brain is exploding from trying to figure out logic stuff. So I'm Sam Trish, use your restroom, have a cookie. Y'all enjoy chair ad time. Maybe you can figure out how I can do this. I can't. I need a break. I'll be back in just a bit, my friends. Y'all rock.